Let's see if this is working. Bloody hell, mate. 9:32 a.m. I literally just heard myself speak. Is that how far behind the thing is? My days, mate. Yeah, that's all good. That's not. Yeah, now the green screen is covered. Let me change the background. The plan was to try and be awake for the other game, which is at 4:45 a.m. But yeah, I went to bed at 10. I couldn't sleep, so that backfired, and I missed this one as well. No, actually, I made the thumbnail, didn't I? I made it last night. There we go, thumbnail on YouTube is done. And now it's done here. Nice close game, as we can see. Go for the Giants. The comeback is on. Maybe not. What was that from the Giants? So, in sounds for 3/4 time. As you can see, I'm nice and early to this game. I'll be back for the 4th. I know I just started streaming, but yeah, thought I'd do one last stream before, because I can't do the late game, unless to do half of it. But I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, I can't even do half of it actually. No, I can do half of it, but I don't know. I'll be back. I'm here. As if the Giants are doing. I remember. Hello, Mason Wilkinson. How are you doing? A bit too early. You mean a bit too late? Anyway, what was I saying? When I was at the Giants Collingwood game at the start of the season, they did this Orange Tsunami thing and played this crazy siren before every quarter. It's Orange Tsunami time. I just heard that siren now. I'm just like, you've lost the game, mate. Whoever's behind the audio at this event, stop it, mate. Your team has lost. There is no Orange Tsunami today. Am I shooting Melbourne North? No, probably not. That's why I wanted to do this game, but I woke up late. I'm going on holiday today. I'm flying out on in the afternoon. And I don't know if I want to just stream the first half or not. You're calling Brisbane to make the top 4? They got to go on a big win streak for that. But they can win that. Look at their pictures. They can win the next like 3 games, and we'll see where they are after that. But I think they've lost too many games to think about top 4. They just got to like consolidate the 8 and see what happens. To be fair though, Essendon could definitely drop. That's possible. Who've Essendon got tomorrow? Oh, they got Eagles at Marvel. They'll win that. Shot missed. I mean, the Giants are trying, but 35 points unanswered. Asking a lot there. I love how the umpire keeps shouting, GWS, GWS free. Even the GWS player thinks the Sydney free. That's funny. That's a high, yeah? Hello, Riley, welcome. Reckon North any chance beating Melbourne? I mean, considering the form of the two teams, maybe. But I don't know. It could also be a game of the D's wake up. But who knows, possibly. $29 points now. Couple goals from the Giants this quarter. Still not happening. Apparently the Giants are 58 points down, so they've halved the deficit. But I still think it's too late. There's 14:38 on the clock, so it is a long way, but we're talking about getting this many points unanswered. Like, getting this many points is one thing, but unanswered, that's the key term here. Sydney will get more goals before the game ends. The Giants are still going, though. They're not giving up. Maybe should have showed more of this fight earlier in the game. Giants' pressure is good at least. Sydney defending is pretty good as well, to an extent. Is he going for the shot? It's a goal. 23 points. Is that 5 in a row? I still don't know. I think Sydney will get more goals. they're playing Excel Give It To You. It's a song. 7 of the last 8 goals have been to GWS. Still can't see it. Swans are going to be tough to beat. Yeah, they are for sure. That is what I mean. They couldn't do it unanswered. Giants got it down from 58 points to 23, but there you go, Sydney. That's exactly what I said. The Giants getting 29 points to come back, yeah, possible, but they're not going to do it unanswered. Sydney were going to get something back eventually, so yeah. It's exactly as I predicted. Sydney were definitely going to get more. Hello Ethan, how you doing? Disappointed by Power today? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Brisbane are playing very well, so it's no surprise they won that. I think Port was struggling a bit anyway. You don't know I'm live now? Yeah, that's because I can't do the last game. I can maybe do like the first quarter or first 2 quarters, but I'm going on holiday today. I mentioned this yesterday. I mentioned yesterday that because I can't watch Melbourne v North, I was going to try and stream Port Brisbane and this. And that required waking up at 4:30 in the morning, which didn't work. I planned to go to bed at 10 after the Euros game, but then I had a video to record, so I went to bed at like 11. I couldn't sleep last night, so then yeah, I woke up at like I don't know what time I woke up. But yeah, I was meant to watch the Port game and this game, and then go on holiday. doesn't work. Sorry about that. Pretty tight comp apart from Sydney, yeah. It should be interesting to see. Even the Lions are only 4 points off Essendon. Obviously, Essendon will probably beat West Coast at Marvel. But still, 6 points off Collingwood, who will probably be fourth by tomorrow. It's not too bad, considering the bad start to the season. So it's very tight actually. Freo obviously 11 points as well. Dogs, Gold Coast, D's, even the Hawks are just 2 points behind the top 8. Geelong and Giants on bad form, so Port Adelaide struggling. It's wide open at the moment. I feel like the top 3 will. I mean, Sydney will get first. I feel like Carlton and Collingwood both get top 4. Like from Essendon all the way down to Melbourne, any of those teams could be in the 8. If folks are finally be worried, I don't think they will, mate. Don't worry too much. Everyone thinks he will because of our great form, but I think we'll definitely we're still a work in progress. I don't think we'll make the 8, even though as tight as the ladder is, there's another goal for Sydney. I don't think it's happening. Hello, Thomas. No one misses you, mate. Police car, what was that noise in the background? I don't know. I didn't hear it. You heard it, I didn't. So I'm just trying to for memberships, I'm trying to make a specific title, so it's just not just a random photo of me pointing. I feel like it doesn't make as much sense. I'm just looking at this, I'm just like, the color don't match. The color is not. It doesn't stand out enough. Now I'm thinking to use a different text. Anything that. No. This is good, but it needs some work. I'm working on this while I'm watching the game and reading the chat. I'm triple tasking. How hot has it been where I live, Davidoff? Unfortunately, not very hot. England normally gets quite warm in June. Not this year. We've had one of the coldest summers ever so far. So annoying. Like, England's known for being cold, but this is taking the mick a little bit. Let me see how this one works. Oh, Juventus in the Premier League. You see, he's got to go for that one. 10 minutes. I feel like people can see that icon as well. You're gonna upgrade your membership. Did you? What was that kick? That's a miss for the Giants. It's not even in. It stayed on the field. Rush behind. Evening, Nick. How you doing? Welcome. Is that real fake? No, yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. It's the real Nick Dacos. He's in the chat. He's a big fan of Davidoff. He watches my YouTube channel. This is really, yeah, exactly. We also got a real dragon in the chat. The old giants. Constellation, of course. What did the Giants do after this? That's the question. They need to improve ASAP. Hello, Jai, how you doing? Welcome. That was funny of the goal umpire. Giants were your pick for flag at the start of the season. That's not going great. I mean, they were my pick as well for the flag. And they had a great start to the season, to be fair. But at some point, something changed, and now here we are. Who do I go for? Jeez, how long have you been subbed? Hawthorne. I thought it was obvious. Giants will be hard to start, hard to beat come business end. Probably, yeah. I'm just very surprised considering they started the season like one of the best teams in the comp. Like them and Geelong were just on fire. And then the contrast between them back in the first 6 rounds and now is just crazy. Oh, there is a siren. I might stay on for a bit. I don't know if I'll stay on for the game because I can't watch all of it, but I could watch some of it. Where's Thomas Footy and Mars McGee? Thomas Footy's been timed out for 10 minutes, mate. He's asking stupid questions. Must be, I don't know. Maybe he's just outside. I don't know. I don't know what he does on Saturday afternoons, evenings, whatever time it is over there. Also, I started the stream very late, as in like it was like 7 minutes left in the third quarter. So anyone that was expecting me to go live on this game, a lot of them probably just like, yeah, he's not going live. Just deleting a bunch of thumbnails on my computer that I don't need. Do I give out mods? I do not. I should do some games for mods. And Ravinho is, well, he's not here today, but he was here the last stream. Ravinho is very on and off. He's either here or he's not. He's like the Undertaker. He pops up whenever he feels like it. Okay, that's that video. We don't need that. Searching Nick Dacos. How did I find this guy? I mean, he subbed to me. That's how I found him. He found me. How's Euros going? It's been a good tournament so far. Yeah, it's been fun for the most part. Been a couple games that have been a bit dodgy, but it's not been fun watching England. I'll tell you that much. But the rest of the tournament, for the most part, it's been fun. Yeah. Euros are countries. Yeah, yeah. So basically, there's for countries, there's the World Cup, and then there's like every continent has its own tournament. So the Euros is the European one. Then you got Copa America, which is also happening right now, which is the South American one. But they also got North American teams in that one. Then North American have got their like they got something called a Gold Cup or something. So that's like USA, Mexico, Canada, a few other teams, Jamaica stuff, Caribbean teams. And then there's an Asian Cup. Australia play in that one. Australia play an Asian one because they're too good for the for your own continent. Because you just got New Zealand, Fiji, New Caledonia, stuff like that. So like to be more competitive, you play the Asian teams now. And then I think your own continent's got a tournament as well. New Zealand and some other teams. So yeah, that's how it works. So you got the World Cup, and then you got each continent has its own tournament. I forgot the African one. Forgot to mention the African one, African Cup of Nations, and then you got the all the qualifying games for all those tournaments as well, which happens in between. But yeah, the Euros basically, it's 24 European countries. You obviously got to qualify, so not every European team takes part. North Melbourne might be a chance. Yeah, they might be. Just based on form, they might be. But I feel like Melbourne are being underestimated a little bit as well, which is crazy to say against North Melbourne. Southgate should go. I agree. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he will win the tournament, but I don't think it will. You tip Port Adelaide and Great Western Sydney Giants. You see that both teams lost. I tipped them both as well, so don't worry, mate. I'm right there with you. I've also got the Giants as a flag winner, so don't worry. I'm suffering too. Nick, love the way you play footy, but can you please set up the Lions game later? That'd be nice. You're not a big fan of soccer. You live in Australia. I'm more of an AFL guy. Yeah, that's fair enough. The A League is not a good league. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've ever seen the A League. I've seen a few clips here and there. Like cricket a lot. Yeah, who's doing well in the Cricket World Cup? Oh wow. Hey, hang on. Hey, hang on. Got to take a photo of it first before I update the stream. So well, we got a membership update. Ethan has upgraded his membership to Big Trooper. So yesterday he got gifted one by, I think, was it Docker's Lover? He has now upgraded it to Big Trooper. So yeah, we have 27 members now. 19 of those were yesterday, although obviously I got 10 free gifted ones. And yeah, so I thought it would it should say that though. It should say in the chat, oh, he upgraded his membership. Like that should also be a thing. Normally you get a banner saying new member. Where's that for upgrades? But yeah, Ethan is now an upgraded member. You don't understand how the Euros and Copa America happening right now, but the Olympic Games around the corner. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, of course, but yeah, in the Olympics you have football in the Olympics as well, but that one is restricted anyway. That one is under 23 players, and you can accept 3 players over 23, but it's mostly young players. So, and normally they have a rule because Euros are always in the same year as the Olympics, so they have a rule normally. If you're playing one, you can't play in the other, basically. But yeah, the Olympics are mainly it's more popular for running and swimming anyway. So. And then Copa America just they go crazy. They just put it whatever year they want. Like Euros every 4 years, World Cup every 4 years. Copa America, sometimes they have two in 2 years, sometimes every 2 years, every 3 years. I don't know how they put their system up, but They have their tournaments a lot, Copa America. They're just like, screw it, we'll do it this year. Next year too, yeah, they're signing us up. Let's talk about the Sydney almost choked. No, they didn't. The whole of Australia hates Collingwood Magpies. Do they? Maybe they do. Is that the real Nick Dacos? Yeah, mate, it's the real one. Let's talk about how the Sydney Swans lost to Richmond. Go Swans indeed, AFL legend. Don't worry, AFL legend. I won't tip against you again until the Brisbane Lions game at the Gabba. Let's see this light and easy advert. Food looks okay. They're looking good again. Yeah, they are. Looking great again at the moment. Mini purchases made. I got to update the description now because Ethan is now a big trooper, which means I got to put him up in the description. And he gets shouted out in every video as well. Normally done at the end when it's a stream. Alright, that's updated. Game is going to start, isn't it? You find it funny North choked a 9-goal lead last week. Mars McGee should have gifted 50 memberships 10 times. Well, geez. How much money do you think he has, mate? Maybe Ravina should have done that as well. That's the alarm. Melbourne will win because North will choke again if they get a lead. Mars McGee is finally here. Shut up, El Flanders, you donate. Well, I only just got a notification for this stream. Oh, so that explains. Someone asked earlier why you weren't here. So that answers the question. Melbourne will probably lose because they don't have Christian Petrarca. But in your days, Conor Magpie and still played on. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on because obviously the max I can watch is a half. But I got to leave in an hour and a half and I still got a shower. I have packed my suitcase. I packed it this morning. I'm only going for a couple of days, so like literally a couple of days of clothes. There's nothing to pack. So like, I'm sitting there like, how much of the game am I gonna watch before I go? Maybe when the food's ready. Actually, I don't know. Have I watched the show The Boys? I have. I've not watched the new season yet though. But I also need to watch the other show. What's the other show in that universe? I can't remember what it's called. It came out a few months ago. But yeah, I need to watch the new season for sure. I haven't even watched Invincible's new season yet. I'm so far behind on TV shows. Need to start watching them again. I'm gonna probably lose them because Petrarca got injured against Collingwood. Yeah, considering the form of both teams at the moment, North can definitely win, but I feel like Melbourne are not to be underestimated in this game. Why would you show up 1 hour ago when you're lucky to get here by quarter time for the night game? Have I watched any episodes of The Front Bar? I don't think I have. Is that a footy show? But yeah, Mask, basically the plan was to go to bed after the Euros game at 10 and try and wake up for the Lions-Port Adelaide game. I was trying, because I was at 4:45 a.m, but I thought to myself, I get sleep in a holiday destination anyway. Because I'm not going to sleep, I'm not going to do anything when I land. I'm just going to go straight to sleep when I get in that hostel. But yeah, I was going to stream from 4:45 a.m. It didn't work. I overslept through the entire Port Adelaide Brisbane game and missed most of the Sydney derby. So I'm just like, I screwed it over now, but screw it. I thought I'd go live anyway, do one last live before I go away. How long is the flight? It should be 2.5, I think. Is it 2.5? It's over 2 hours, but it's not 2.5. It's not, but yes, yeah, it's between 2 hours and 2.5. Where am I flying to? I'm not going to say yet. But yeah, I've literally told one person what I'm doing. And that's a work colleague who watches my YouTube channel. Could be watching this because he knows my watches some of my streams without commenting. Even my mum don't know. Mum knows where I'm going. She doesn't know what I'm doing there. So no time sleeping on the flight. I mean, I could get a couple hours sleep. It could help, but yeah. Sleeping is hostile, but based on what you say about them, you'd probably be awake all night watching your suitcase. Look, I'm not taking many valuables apart from my phone. Look, I'm just like I've got to share a room with 10 other people. It's 11 people room. So I'm not taking my laptop. I'll tell you that much. I would book a hotel as well. It's just that I get paid on Tuesday. I haven't quite got. I'm like I'm a little bit short of a hotel for 2 nights. So I could book one night, but then I haven't got a second night. So it would be a bit too risky to book something really late. My destination has popular with tourists, especially this time of year. What if someone got gifted membership and you saw it was one of your work colleagues' channels? That's fine. A couple of my work colleagues actually commented on this channel. You're free to guess which comments they are, but yeah, it's funny. Like, I got 2 work colleagues that know that I got a channel. One's a supervisor. No, I got 2 colleagues that watch my channel. One's a supervisor. Another supervisor knows I got a channel, and 2 managers know I got a channel as well. I'm assuming it's this one as well, because like I got 4 channels, of course, but they must have seen this one. I know, and there was another guy who, like, he was watching a football video on YouTube, a Premier League video, and I came up on his suggested on the right, and I'm just like, oh my days, it's all falling apart now. I kept it secret for 4 years, and then suddenly everyone, half the warehouse knows. Front bar's funny, good air for sure, give it a go. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a go. I may have seen it here and there, but I don't know if it's a front bar or not. In an event? Is it an event maybe? Everyone else there will be going to the same event? Not necessarily, but yeah, there's more. The place I am going, there's multiple things people do. First of all, it's hot. But yeah, there's multiple reasons to go to that place. We'll just put it that way. Full episodes on YouTube every week. That's cool. Will I attempt to keep it super secret at my next job? Yeah. And it depends where I go, really. It's funny, I've had 3 job offers, I've rejected all of them. One, I'm sort of on like a waiting list, so not full rejection. But yeah, I'm waiting to hear back on. I think I find out on Tuesday if I get. I interviewed recently. I had a 3-hour interview last week. I find out on Tuesday, I think, if I get that job. If I get that job, if I take that job I think is going to be easy to hide it, because there's a lot more people at the place I'm applying for. You bet I'm going to Germany? Interesting guess. As opposed to the UK, which is one of the reasons to go be cold. I don't know about that one. I don't think people go there to be cold, mate. Whenever I spoke to Americans, a lot of them love London. They're like, I studied in London. I loved it. But in terms of like tourists, like a lot of people come to like see, obviously, the main city. Westminster, Oxford Street, Big Ben, London Eye. That's the nice part. He's going to France for the Euros. I wish, mate. France ain't 2.5-hour flight, mate. And also, it's in the Euros are in Germany, actually. So that's why I said interesting guess from Dragon of the East. The World Cup is in the US in 2 years. I was thinking I'm not going to go to that, but the more and more I think about it, I think it would be a good holiday. Let me check the US World Cup stadiums, see what locations they're in. So you got Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, LA. I've been to the stadium for WrestleMania. It was a bloody good stadium, bro. They got the stadium, then they got a roof as a separate building. Wait, let me Google it so I can show you what I mean. It's like the coolest way to do a roof. So they got the stadium, right? And like that's the roof, but like the roof is a separate structure. So like it still feels like you're outside. It still feels like you're outside. The roof is actually like it's not attached to the stadium. So it looks like it's got a roof, and it's got a roof, but that's a separate thing. So like, the atmosphere, it still feels like you're outside. It's like, it's the perfect way to do indoor, but it's actually outdoor. But yeah. Then you got Philadelphia, Seattle, San Francisco, Boston, Miami. They got some locations, some good look at Vancouver, Toronto, Monterey. They got obviously Canada, Mexico involved as well. If only I was a millionaire, bro. I'd try and go to every game somehow, even though that's physically impossible to fly in time because there'll be like 4 games a day. How much do tickets cost for a World Cup? It depends how you go, but like if you want the final, obviously it's going to cost a fortune. But yeah, there'll be ways to apply through FIFA, and like that will cost a reasonable amount to an extent. And you can apply for your country's fan club as well. I applied for that for the Euros, and I got 1 ticket, but I sold it because I thought the lockdowns will still be in place. But they lifted the lockdowns just before the Euros last time, so I missed out on the Euros game. But I've still not been able to see a tournament game yet, international. It's still on the bucket list. But if you go through your country's fan club, you got to sign up. You got to pay a membership fee. Then the price ain't. Price will be a bit cheaper than buying general sale. But it depends how you buy it, really. But yes, it would cost a lot normally. And I feel like in America as well. I went to an NBA game. The NBA tickets are so expensive, bro. I'm just like, how is it that much for one match? You'd think it was the playoffs at the prices they were charging. So I guess you never know. The US tend to inflate prices quite a bit as well on top of that. He's too scared to go to Mexico. Mexico's on my bucket list, mate. I want to go to the Mexico. I want to go to see Chichen Itza, which is like a Aztec pyramid. Yeah, to go there, you gotta. I mean, you can either go directly there, or you can go to Cancun and get a tour from there. And from Cancun, there's a beach resort there, and you can go diving. I do want to go to Mexico. I planned it to go in January, but I was just like, I can't go anymore. You love the ice hockey. Yeah, I watched an ice hockey game there. I really enjoyed it. I just realized my background's gone. Does it matter anymore? Screw it. We just leave it like that. I should probably add the... That works. Basketball courts are small, they can only fit a few thousand seats to monthly supply. I guess so, yeah. I haven't watched NFL in America, so I don't know how much NFL would cost. Watch NFL in England. So behind for Melbourne. UK saying hot in the middle of Australia winter. What's hot? Like 20, 30. For us, hot is like 30 plus Celsius. Because you got the heat and then you got the humidity on top. And our homes are built to keep us warm. And an aircon costs like thousands to install for like 2 weeks of heat a year. So we find it unbearable indoors, but like, outdoors not as bad for me anyway. But like if I go to like Italy or Spain, the same temperature feels better, feels nicer. I don't know if it's because it's not as humid or because there's less pollution, but like I've been in like 40 in Italy, and I was just like, this is alright. It was hot, but it didn't feel unbearable. And like I went to like Nevada, obviously. I went to Vegas, went to Death Valley in California. Like those places were hotter than England ever gets. But like I like the heat over there. I was just like, yeah, it's hot, but like this is nice. But I think that's partly because like you go in a building in Vegas, it doesn't it the buildings aren't made to keep you warm. They're very nice, nicely filtered. The air feels good, and you go outside and it's beautiful. The heat in Australia, yeah, but I'm yet to experience like proper Australian heat. Like I went there early March in Perth, and that was hot. But like it's not the hottest Perth gets for sure. And went to the outback in September. It got to like 30 Celsius, but like in the outback during that time there was no humidity at all, like no humidity. Um, so it was just like, oh, this is nice. Even feeling a little bit of a breeze. I went to Brisbane a couple times. One of the times it rained. But yeah, I haven't like been to Australia in like the proper summer. I'd probably boil. The sun cream won't save me. I would need to sit down with 10 liters of water. Same if I went. You mentioned Texas as well. If I went to Texas in the summer heat, I would boil. I do want to go to Texas to see F1 though. I want to go to Texas. The Texas F1 race takes place in October. October probably won't be that bad. I would have died if not for opening round. Lucky those days opening round when you were in Sydney, it was like 50 degrees with hot, not wind in Melbourne. Yeah, well, I got very fortunate. I got lucky the opening round as well, on top of that, because the fact that it was the opening round, I did not plan for that. I planned that trip to Australia because I wanted to explore Perth and Sydney and see the F1 race and hopefully fit AFL round one in. I didn't realize the opening round would happen. So I'm just like, oh, I got free. I got so fortunate because I got to explore Perth and Sydney, but I also got to see 3 rounds of footy, which I did not plan for at all. I thought I'd see maximum 2 rounds, but it worked out perfectly. Florida Panthers have choked 3-0 series lead in the Stanley Cup final. The Oilers forced Game 7. So what, it's into Game 7 now? And I need to check highlights of that. He's getting the better of North so far. Give me a sec. I'm literally sitting right here. I need to get something. I'll be right back. Just leaving the room. So give me a sec. Let me mute the mic. So this might be the time I end the stream, or do I just eat my food while I'm still streaming? I might talk a bit less. Because the chat seems quite lively. Oh yeah, by the way, obviously it's a bit premature to plan this far ahead, but screw it, you know. I've got a little. Like, I thought to myself, you know what? Why not? So what I did was I made a membership badge for each of these memberships. If you gave me a whole list, I just thought, yeah, it's just the same 1, 2, 6. Then it goes to numbers because the word's too long. It says in little letters. It says month. It says member in little letters. You can't really see it on your badge, but you can at least see the number and the months. So some of you have 1 month already. Who knows who'll have 60 months? But yeah, just that's if you get 60 months. So that's a long time. Ever thought of doing a video walk around my hometown asking people to react to AFL? Haven't thought about it, no, but yeah, my area is a bit rough, so but maybe in the city that would be a good video. Wait, my Peter Griffin shirt to the hostel. I'm not taking this to the hostel, mate. Bloody hell, mate. I don't even know how hostel works. Is there like changing rooms? Like, where am I changing my clothes? I've never been in a hostel before. This is like a new experience for me. I'm gonna try and do like one vlog, like to do the vlog, fly there, holiday, fly back. I'm trying to like fit it into one vlog. See how that works out. Game 7 on Monday. So that'll be like night for me. Give you a hint. What hint? Hey, I'll give you a hint, mate. I'm going on a plane. Hello, Doctor's Love. How are you doing? So, Doctor's Lover, the membership you gifted yesterday to Ethan. Ethan is now a big trooper. He's upgraded his membership. I don't know if you can do that in the middle membership, but yeah, the membership's upgraded to big trooper now. We've got 2 big troopers. So that makes up for Graz's refunded one. The only places in Europe that are 30 degrees are bordering Ukraine. Ukraine? Isn't that the cold part of Europe? Give me a sec. Sorry about that. Yeah, a membership is 99 pence. I don't know how much in Aussie dollars, but like when Ben pulled it up, it was 99 in New Zealand currency. Maybe it just defaults to 99 everywhere. I don't know how exactly it works. Big Trooper, the second membership is like that's $5.49. It was $4.99. Then it changed. We got two of those memberships. Then there's two other ones, but yeah, we haven't got any on those tiers anyway. I mean, the fourth one is just a joke. The fourth one is just like, don't actually spend this money. You don't be stupid. Am I going on another holiday? Yeah, I got a flight today, mate. So I'm just like, I'm staying alive. I'm staying live now because the chat's active. If he guessed correctly, will I say? Nah, probably not. Yeah, it's definitely somewhere in Europe. Yeah, Mask, you're saying like only one place is 30 degrees. There's a few places in Europe that I'm sure are quite close to 30. He's either going to Greece or North Africa. First of all, I'm not going to another continent. I am staying in Europe, so that's a hint. That's a good goal right there. Barcelona, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. The F1 is there, to be fair. So we got three guesses for Barcelona. I'm gonna eat my food while here. I don't normally like eating in front of people, especially my big meals, but here we are. It's only 13 degrees there. What, in Barcelona? It's 25, mate. It's 25 right now in Barcelona. What do you mean? Dubai. We already said not in Europe, mate. The Vatican City, jeez. Bro said it's 13 degrees in Barcelona. My days, mate. That's one of the hottest places in Europe. Apart from the Mediterranean. Why would I care so much about temperature in Spain? No, you told me that Spain was 13 degrees in June. So I googled the temperature in Spain. And it's not like a lot of people in England go to Spain on holiday because one is cheap, it's a quick flight, it's easy to visit, and there's a lot of places there you can go to. There's culture, there's beaches, there's good food. People love going to Spain and Italy from England. So like we know it to be hot because England's so cold. A lot of us like going there because it's nice and warm there. It's a nice climate and it's not far away. So like when someone says, "Oh, Spain's cold today in June," I'm just like, we're probably going to check that because we know it to be hot. I might get second plate. This is elite. Greece. Interesting guess. He's going to Spain confirmed. 4 of you said Spain now. Want to watch a game at Optus Stadium one day? I want to. That's the two regrets so far. I wanted to see a game at Optus and SCG. I've at least toured both stadiums. Maybe Istanbul, if there's swimming with cats, he wants to meet them. It's not Russia. Why would I risk going to Russia? If you got a British passport in Russia, bro, you might be in trouble, mate. He's going to play in a poker tournament. He's going to IP for Belize, Belarus, Belgium. Interesting guesses. Corsica, where Napoleon was born. I'm frustrated because I was one day off seeing the game at SCG, but I arrived a day late to last March to Sydney. That was unfortunate. Quarter time, 32-8. But yeah, there's two more trips, potential trips I want to plan to Australia. One is the Gather Round. I've not visited South Australia yet. I want to visit there. So a week there would be great. You know, gather around plus explore Adelaide. I think I could do that in a week. And then I want to go to Darwin, but like the gather round takes place, I think, what, April? That's not the best time to go to Darwin. Darwin's better like later in the year. So I want to go to Darwin at some point as well. So at some point I want to like maybe go to Melbourne or even Sydney to see a SCG game or even Perth, and then watch an AFL game or two. Go to Darwin. And then watch another AFL round somewhere as well. So, but those are the two trips. Also, I do want to see a grand final. So, like maybe if I manage to luckily get a ticket to grand final, then arrive on prelim week, maybe get prelim tickets, then go to Darwin, come back to Melbourne, watch the grand final. That would be the ideal second holiday, actually. Whether that would happen, I don't know. To be fair though, you could experience the grand final in the fan park, not in the stadium. It won't be as good, but you can at least experience the atmosphere of it. That isn't too bad. The main mall is statues of pigs. The main mall. I want to visit, what do you call it? There's a wildlife sanctuary there called Cleveland, I think. There's Adelaide Zoo. There's the Port Adelaide Trade Museum. What else is there? Let me check my bucket list. My Australia specific list. There's Kangaroo Island as well. Kangaroo Island I want to go to. There's a tour from Adelaide. Do it this year with your fat payout. What fat pay? Oh yeah, with the with the payment, yeah. Glenelg, Portugal. Portugal's another hot country. So Masters Ibiza, which is also in Spain, by the way. Croatia, French Riviera, and Italy. Only places 2-3 hours from the UK. Your dad has been to the Orion Museum in Port Adelaide. Is it good? That's on my list to go. What about the Royal Museum in Melbourne? Is there one there? Yeah, there probably would be, to be fair. Ultimate playing Grand Final day. This year, I'm not sure about that one, Chief. That's a bit too early, mate. Alcohol Valley, Clear Valley. Do I drink wine? Not really. Sometimes I drink some. I don't drink that much. You'd be surprised by how often I drink. It's barely anything. Adelaide Valley has a rail history. Melbourne has laid 200 years of trains and far more trains and lines. Therefore, more interesting stuff in the museum. I see. Maybe you have to add that to my list in Melbourne as well then. Because my Melbourne list just says, I think, Grand Final and Wilson's Prom. And also Seahawk winning the MCG. What city am I in? I'm in London. I'm in North London. Maybe about 30 minutes on a train from the city. Off on it 5 enough for 3p. Alright, relax, mate. I don't even think about 88 this year, but we'll see. Possibly we can. Hawks to beat Swans in the Grand Final this year is a cert. I'm not sure about that one, Chief. Not sure about that one, Chief. It'd be funny if I choked on my food during the stream. What if I got swatted and missed my flight? I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. When's my flight? It's today, mate. Someone called the cops. Oh dear. You mean what time? It's PM. That's the time of the flight. He's too scared to give out details. He thinks he's so important. People, it's not about that. I don't think I'm important. It's just that I have a lot of paranoia and trust issues. So if you watch my vlogs on my other channel, you notice that I don't reveal my hotel until I leave my hotel, or until I know my. Sometimes my vlog's like 2 days behind, and I can say it earlier. Did an earlier vlog, but yeah, like even when I went to WrestleMania last year, I didn't upload one of my first vlog until a day late, just in case, because I didn't want people to know where I was sitting, because it was a 2 day event. It's just I don't believe I'm important. I just have paranoia and anxiety. Like what if someone's stalking me? That's all it is. It's nothing. It's nothing more. And I do it more in Australia and than anywhere else, but still, I just don't like to say where I'm staying. Sometimes I do say it, sometimes I don't. But most of the time I prefer not to. Celebrity now. Still think it's going to Spain. Interesting guess, but we know you'll be at Southern Cross every day you're in Melbourne, so it's easy for you from there to your hotel. Yeah, but you don't know what time I'm going to be at Southern Cross, mate. So that's one thing. You know? Wait. I got a text about something about a delivery. Anyway. Better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I know, right? Look, listen, right? I can tell you the full details, mate. I am flying. Oh, it's here British Airways. You know, I'm flying on Airways, right? I'm flying on that airline, right? My flight is at PM, you know, and I'm flying to. That's where I'm flying, and then what's going to happen is when I fly to this place, I'm going to, and you'll see all of that in the vlog. Does that answer your question? There should be a vlog on Tuesday. Yeah, the vlog should be on Tuesday. Should do a vlog grand final day at a bar in London somewhere. Yeah, there's a place called Clapham Grand, which I think is a nightclub. They host an annual grand final event, so people you pay like I think it's like £10 to get in, and obviously you pay for drinks and stuff. But there'll be a big screen showing the grand final, and you watch it with people. You guys said World Cup. World Cup, mate. Only World Cup that's going on is a cricket one, and I don't watch cricket, mate. And that's in the US. That's not 2 hour flights. What do you mean? I'll be back. Bro said K-pop concert. You never know, mate. Maybe that's what I'm into, mate. Maybe I got a secret double life. I did have one. That was YouTube. I kept it so separate to my workplace. Even when my work colleague found out about I do YouTube, it was just like, you're like a different person on YouTube, mate. Who is this guy? It's in the Cricket World Cup every year at this point. Portugal. Interesting guess, Portugal. Interesting guess. It's a nice place. It's a hot place. Give me a sec, guys. How would I know? I've never been there. Yeah, but I know Portugal's hot. It's also literally bordering Spain, as in like it used to, I mean, it used to be part of Spain, but like if you look at a map, you see where Portugal is. It's like Spain is holding on this armpit. But everyone knows Portugal is hot. Everyone in Europe does anyway. Why are you talking about K-pop? No idea, mate. Fair enough, Jay. See you later. But before you go, let me tell you what I'm actually doing, right? So what I'm doing is, I am gonna get. I gotta get up and I gotta get on this train, right? I gotta get on this train, and then I gotta go to. After this whole day goes wrong, I gotta get back on the train and I gotta go back this way. And it's like, ding, the contactless worked. The contactless worked. And then what I got to do is I got to go into this place and I got. What's really frustrating about that is you got to do this and that, and then you got to get back in the morning to. It's just that. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and I'll be back soon, and you'll find out what I'm doing, mate. Does that answer your question? All right. See you later, Jai. Acted out visiting a brothel. Jeez. I don't know how you got that from that, mate. So we need a very good lip reader because I technically did say what I was doing, just with a few exaggerations. I forgot to mute. Of course I did, mate. Of course I did. What's the attendance today, man? I see like no one in level 4. And level 1 is quite spaced out as well, aside from like near the goalposts. We did know a train was involved. Yeah, I wanted you to hear that was a train involved, just to give you clues on like what I'll be doing. So the train at Auschwitz. I am not going to Auschwitz, I'll tell you that. But interesting guess. The only train in Europe. There's trains all over Europe. Europe is huge on trains. What are you talking about? You can get a train from England to Belgium. I don't know what's going on, mate. Trains connect Europe. Am I going to get my girlfriend Victoria's Secret? What girlfriend? Go for North. We're in a fashion show. There's another train in Europe. Yes, there is. There's like millions of trains in Europe, you stupid idiot. I get a train to work, mate. It's 5 minutes. Prove it? What do you mean prove it? I've literally vlogged myself taking trains, both in England and outside England, in Europe. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Man said name 50. Yeah, you think I know all the train operators, yeah? It's like me saying, oh, there's only one plane in the world. What do you mean there's more than one? Name 50 airlines. Name one I know. Eurostar. Now all the ones I know I am scamming. What is this nonsense, bro? London Overground, London Underground, Suburban Rail, Great London North Eastern Railway. What's the other one? What's the northern one? Great Northern? I think it's Great Northern. I said Eurostar. That's ones I can name, pretty much. There's a sleeper train from Edinburgh to London, but I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, that was the train I took in France 2 years ago in a vlog. There was that one. There was got to do better there, mate. There's a train I'm taking today in my holiday destination. He doesn't know any train outside England and France. It must be going to France. I mentioned the Eurostar, which goes to the Netherlands, Belgium. Where else does it go? It's my alarm. That's a miss for North. I will be ending the stream at halftime, just so you know. 4:20. That's a good number left on the clock. Good goal from Melbourne, very good goal. Well, I doubted North could win, and here we are. I did tip Melbourne, of course. Still a bit way to go though. To be fair, North could still turn up and do something. He's not happy about that, but North have a mark. Goodbye, secret keeper. Cheers, Jeff. The Kangaroos are not done just yet. Not just yet. These fans aren't happy at all. Just seeing the replay, I don't know why the defense are upset, to be honest. Like, that's not... Like, that was... What the umpires were fair there. Definitely wasn't whatever they're claiming. Cat didn't like that. Yeah, well, you know that. Why was that? What were they claiming? Were they claiming holding the ball or throwing the ball? Because either way, it was neither. So I'm just like, what are they booing about? 10 seconds to go. Can North get another goal? Mark, maybe? No. Never mind. High tackle. North have a free kick after the siren. What a nice way to end the stream. We'll see how this kick goes. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And we shall see. I gotta leave in 20 minutes. Not showered yet. We shall see what goes on here. It's behind. Well, quarter time, just 15 points. All to play for. See you later, alligators.